top teams in the AFC, the Chiefs and the Colts. Bloody hell, my heart was in my hands that game, mates. And obviously, last week's episode, I had to back the boys. I wore the t-shirt. That's the first time I've worn the Chiefs top in a loss, but I had to back the guys to spread positive energy, not negative energy, and hopefully the positivity set free, winning that game in overtime. And just I was just like, no, we can't go out this way. But the boys fought. The boys really fought, especially ahead of a game against Cowboys on a short week. But it was a big time win.
It was. Do you know what? I think the game taught me more about the Colts than the Chiefs, you know?
Interesting.
Just in terms of, I didn't know if the Colts were at the level where they could compete on the level with the Chiefs. Even though the records are saying differently, I didn't think they were at the level. They showed me that, you know what? They might be for real in terms of when it gets to the nitty gritty, I can trust in what they're doing. I don't think they went to the running game enough. I think they strayed away from that a bit too much for my liking.
Do you think that's because the Chiefs just completely shut down Jonathan Taylor?
I would still give him the ball. I'm just...
I think he only had, is it 15 carries?
That's not enough.
But just less than 60 yards. So it wasn't even 4 yards a carry.
I know it's not, but my thing is give the ball to your best player. I'm not putting Daniel Jones in the situation in Arrowhead specifically. I'm thinking, okay, Jonathan Taylor.
15 for 58, sorry. Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking Jonathan Taylor can. It only takes one. Do you get what I mean? As a running back, it only takes one just to break off a big run. We've seen it many times before. You know, we see 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, 12 yards, 2 yards, and then a 144-yard run. So it only takes one. But I felt like the Colts, obviously early in the game, they were dominating. The defense was well placed. You know, they were stopping Mahomes in key areas. But then I feel like what happened is, you know, the Chiefs happened. And Andy Reid said, Patrick, take us home. I felt like Travis Kelce was on the sideline, really trying to amp everyone up. I felt like that was a real playoff atmosphere as well. Him really trying to put the pressure on everyone, saying, "Okay, we're good, but we need to win this game." Chris Jones was in there as well, and you know, you had the veterans really leading the team and kind of putting the championship mentality on their back, and you saw that play out towards the end of the game. Rashee Rice with a load of huge catches down the stretch, and yeah. I feel like the game taught me a lot about the Colts because I knew the Chiefs had this in them. And I feel like Andy Reid put the onus on Mahomes and on the veterans towards the end of the game to kind of win it for them. And I feel like that's what happened.
Yeah. No, that's fair. In terms of the Colts, I'm not gonna say they bottled it or anything. I think the moment was quite big for them. Because again, like you said, it was because of the Chiefs' position, the game became a playoff game for the Colts, if that made sense.
Right.
And when you think about it, yeah, like as great as Daniel Jones was playing in the first half, because we couldn't get near him, it was because of the Chiefs giving up either like Patrick's interception, short yard, like. They were, because we completely dominated them in every yardage factor.
Right.
Running the ball, passing the ball, total yards. I think it was nearly double, if I'm not mistaken. But the Chiefs had key turnovers. Or, like, our special teams was just crap. It's been rubbish all season. We're getting in the end zone. If it's not a turnover, it's a penalty. And we're not getting a touchdown. And it just kept on, like, the Colts, they were just, early on, they were just putting on the points. They didn't have to, for me, they didn't have to do too much to put on points on the board. And the big problem with the Chiefs is defensively. The defense, they stepped fourth quarter overtime, they more than stepped up. So credit where it's due. And I feel that's credit to Spags, like, because of the game plan that he drew up, like, during those moments, the schemes, everything. But if the Chiefs pass rush do not get any pressure on the quarterback, bro, you had Daniel Jones looking like Danny Dimes. That was Danny Dimes. And then I've said it before. I don't feel like the Chiefs secondary is actually that good. So if it's just the defense, just don't give up a lot of points. Weirdly, if they're not getting no pressure, bro, like you said, Chris Jones. I'm glad you mentioned him. If Chris Jones didn't step up in the fourth the way he did, just on pressure alone, the back end might have still got cooked.
Yeah.
So, like a lot of the teams in the NFL with great pass rushers or a good unit of pass rushers, the one thing they do majority of the game is constantly cause pressure. Bro, a lot of that game, Daniel Jones had so much time to throw the ball, bro. So much time. So the wide receivers are just getting free, and I'm like, bro, like I felt for our secondary. And you see, like how you said with the Texans, like sometimes their DC or Nico Ryans, well, I know it's their DC that's now taken a lot of control. He might not have to draw up a lot of plays because the front four, it's like the Broncos, the front four, they're going to get to you. Like the Eagles have shown this. The front four, even if it's a 5-pass rush, they're going to get to you. The Chiefs, they don't do it enough unless they blitz. So
But
I'm still concerned.
you also know when the blitz is coming. I feel like he knows now when the blitz is coming.
Yeah, that as well. But still, Spags is still very good with it, even when teams go. Like, so I feel just in general this season, Spags, he deserves a lot of credit, man, because I don't feel the Chiefs defense have enough playmakers. The Chiefs don't create turnovers. Like, and you know me, I've been saying this for time. This has been going on for over a year. Like, they just managed to just get through these stuff because everyone joins up collectively. But if they're not having good games or someone's having an off game, we see that when Chris Jones has off games, the defense just gets dominated. So it's just those key moments. So our offense has to match other teams' offenses, and then the defense have their moments. And obviously, like Mahomes didn't really play well until the fourth and overtime. I think he had 213 yards. And again, Patrick is just these like key turnovers. You're just giving teams a head start, bro. Like, especially in the end zone. Like the Kareem Hunt one, I can't even get on Kareem Hunt too much. That was the Chiefs' first rushing turnover in all season. I think in over a year or something like that. I think since Kareem Hunt last year. So it was over a year ago or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But then that was also the Chiefs' first 100-yard rushing game in over a year since Kareem Hunt. So,
because I know you guys have fumbled the ball a lot, but you've recovered them yourselves. So I know that's happened, but obviously them actually being turned over. To be fair, to lose the turnover battle and still win the game.
They're one of the teams that have shown over this Mahomes tenure that can do that. Like even I think double-digit comebacks, Mahomes' record bar. Well, Mahomes, the Chiefs since Mahomes been there, compared to everyone else historically, it's a joke. Like it's still over 50% win rate, which is just stupid. Like, so like it's like the Chiefs just drew on past experience. They needed every ounce of past experience to get over. And like you said, Rashee Rice, just he's stepped up as well. Just big plays, like the big every down counted for the Chiefs. Those third, fourth downs, like the Noah Gray catch, and then he got injured. Like everything counted, like every ounce. So it was a spirited win, I should say. It was a spirited win.
Definitely needed, because you lose that, were you 5-6? And you're looking at the player picture from the outside and going, okay, and the thing is, your games aren't easy. I remember we looked at the schedule, like going down the stretch. It's like each week you're like, okay, who do I pick? Who's gonna win? Because the teams you're going up against, even the Cowboys next week, you go like last 2 weeks ago, you'd say, the Chiefs have beat them, but now you're like, oh, I don't know. The Cowboys defense seems like it can play, and the offense we know what the offense is, so. Yeah, but good win and a much needed one, because we need our best teams in the playoffs. We need the best quarterbacks anyway in the playoffs. So, we know Burrow's missing it again this year. So it's just we need the other three in there.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Hey, come on, Kansas City.